grab onto a PVC pipe, and let's get moving. First, you're gonna start off with pass-throughs, which is grabbing on a super wide grip, wide enough that you can keep your arms straight. You'll bring yourself all the way back and forward. Do that about 3 or 4 times. Then you'll do the same thing, but around the world. Around to your butt, and then forward to the front. About 3 each way. After that, you'll take your right hand, stake the PVC pipe into the ground, left foot forward, right foot back. You're gonna rock your hip forward and then just kind of hang out. See how that hip range of motion, that internal rotation of your hip is treating you. You might feel a pretty big pinch right in through the lateral part of your hip flexor, and if that's the case, try to knead into it a little bit. Try not to leave until it feels like you got a little bit more freedom. From there, you have 10 split lunges. Your knee will touch the floor, it'll come right back up. Knee will touch the floor, right back up, 10 times. And trying to keep this knee directly on top of the heel as opposed to going forward over the toe. After those 10 split lunges, you will pause. Your belly will draw in, you'll press your hip forward, you'll hang out in through there, and then you'll think about side body space. You'll reach that PVC pipe up and overhead. Reach the right arm up and over. Get that space. Feel that length in through your lats, in through your triceps, in through your hip flexors. And then come on down. PVC pipe to the floor and bring that left foot to its outer arch. As you bring the left foot to that outer arch, you corkscrew the leg out. So it's not just tweaking the knee out, it's really allowing that kind of rotation to happen in through the hip crease. And then from there, play around with it. In yogi, they always call me very fidgety, very distracted, very fidgety yogi. And the reason why is because I like to explore range of motion. I don't like to be still. I like to move and to let that kind of let me know what's feeling tight back there, what needs my attention. After that, you'll bring that foot flat, right hand to the floor, lift up off the back knee, and your left arm travels up to the sky. Twist in through your upper back. And then you'll drop the back knee and you'll try to grab onto the back foot. If you can't grab onto the back foot, it's okay. You can always skip that step. And if you can't grab onto the back foot, and if you're trying but it's too painful, don't force it. One day it will come, especially with this sequence. You'll come back down and then fingertips to either side of the left foot. You'll walk your right foot, so your back foot up, about 1.5 feet to forward fold in pyramid pose. Both legs semi-straight, but a teeny bend in through this front knee so you're not locking out. After that, you're going to bring yourself into a wide-legged forward fold. So I'm here, I'm thinking about pigeon-toeing my feet. When I say pigeon-toe, I mean toes out, not pigeon-toe. Big toe, past the heel, that's pigeon-toe. I'll show you this way. I pigeon-toe my feet, I forward fold over it. From there, you'll think of maybe shifting from side to side, getting into the groin and the adductors a little, and then you'll experience that rotation. The right hand down, the left arm travels up. You'll think about inhaling, growing tall, exhaling into better mobility, and then switch, bringing yourself on up. And then you'll come back down. You'll start to heel-toe your feet together, hang out in a forward fold, and then slowly curl yourself up. Other side. Other side. Grabbing onto the PVC pipe with the left hand, now you got your right foot forward and your left foot back. You're in a lunge with the back heel lifted. You're rolling that left hip forward and kind of noticing any tension that's gathering in through the front of the hip flexor. Kind of knead it in, forward and back, round, and then from there, split lunges. You'll drop the back knee, you'll bring it right back up, and you'll want to make sure that this knee isn't wobbling all over the place, but it is super stable. After about 10 of those, you'll drop. You'll bring the PVC pipe up, you'll draw the belly in, press the hips forward, and then reach the left arm up and over. Find that side body space. Actively reach the left arm. From there, you'll come on down, right foot to its outer arch. You find dragon or wing dragon pose, corkscrewing the leg out and then shifting side to side. Rocking to and fro, hanging out right in through there. Oh, I found a sticky spot. I might even kind of press into that sticky spot a little bit more, really firing up my external rotators of the hip. And then my foot comes flat. My left hand down, lift up off the back knee, and I find thoracic rotation. My inhale grows me taller. My exhale reaches me over. And then you'll drop the back knee. If you can grab onto the foot, you will. If you can't, you won't. You'll wait for another day. Hanging out in through here, shifting side to side. Dropping the back knee. Hands to either side of the foot. Walk the left foot up about 1.5 feet. Forward fold with a soft, minuscule bend through the knee to protect the ligaments and the tendons around the knee. From there, you'll do that same wide-legged forward fold, except for this time, we're gonna grab your hands onto your right ankle and actively pull yourself closer to your right leg. From there, you'll come on up and then drop down to a lateral lunge on that right side. Yours might not look like mine. Yours might look a little bit like this, and if you need to, you can always grab onto the PVC pipe and use it as a little bit of a crutch or a little bit of a brace until you can find that flexibility and strength on your own. From there, you'll kind of just grind forward and back, grind and over, grind and back, grind and over until you're just done with it and you want to work on that other side. Left hands grab onto the left ankle. I pull myself closer. I get into the hamstrings. And then maybe a few more lateral lunges, rocking on over, grinding, getting into the groin. You can even do it like a dance move. You're rocking side to side. We're going to break this dance floor up. It should be fun. So have some fun with it. Get warm. And then after that, we're going to work on my favorite squat sequence. Your feet will be shoulder width apart. You're going to allow your inhale to reach your arms straight up to the sky. Get long, get tall. And then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, look forward, flat back. Exhale, drop your hips to the bottom of a squat. Your inhale reaches your arms up to the sky. And exhale, stand. Again, inhale, arms down and up again. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flip your hair up, look up, flat back. Exhale, drop your hips to the bottom of a squat. Your inhale reaches the arms straight up, and your exhale stands. About 4 more of those. Your inhale reaches, your exhale lowers. Your inhale finds a flat back, your exhale drops your hips. Your inhale's arms up, your exhale comes up through to standing.
Yay!
This one is not for the faint of heart. This is probably the deepest hip extension stretch that I could possibly come up with. So ease into it. You're going to grab yourself, band in through. The band should be attached right up to where your hips are. From there, I loop it right underneath my butt. And then I'm going to step back so that way my knee can become flush with the wall. It doesn't need to be flush. It could be a little bit over, but the more flush you are, the more stretch is going to happen in through your quads. From there, I'm going to bring myself into the bottom of a lunge, and then I'm going to try to relax. I'm going to take inhales that fill my belly up, and then exhales that press my hip forward and maybe lean back. If you want, you can reach your hand up and over, getting a little bit more in through there. About 2.5 minutes on this little contraption should be gnarly. Have fun with it. In order to open up our groin, we have this classic butterfly stretch. But the way I like to make life a little bit more exciting is I'm grabbing onto a resistance band and allowing that to create better position in through my torso and then allowing me to forward fold over it without any complication. So I grab onto the resistance band. And first I lean back. I bring my heels in as close to my pelvis as is comfortable. I activate in through my side butt, so my glute max and knee, and then I see if I can't press that knee down. From there, I have the stretch in through my groin that I'm looking for, and if I want a little bit more, I'll reach myself forward, 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 and then forward fold in through here. Every exhale, feel like the resistance band is pulling your shoulders forward, allowing a little bit more space in through your upper back. And as you're stretching in through your groins and through your external rotators of your hip, you can also allow a little bit of freedom in through your T-spine. Your chin drops into your chest, you hang out here. You can even kind of lean forward and back and side to side. Hang out here, 90 seconds to 2 minutes. Good to go. In addition to your hamstrings being tight, they're also probably very weak. Now you can do things like deadlifts and stuff like that, but it doesn't really put your hamstrings in isolation quite like this exercise. So you're gonna grab onto a medicine ball, you're gonna dig your heels into the medicine ball and then lift your hips. So you're on fire in through your butt first, and then as you bring your heels in, you're gonna lift your hips to the top of the glute bridge. You'll pause right in through here, snuggle your shoulder blades down, and then bring it on back. Heels drive in as the hips lift up, and then right back down in through there. If you feel like you're cramping in through your hamstrings, you're doing it correctly. Congratulations. This is called the bird dog stability test. What we're focusing on is this kind of motor control right in through your side butt area. So can your glute med engage so you can keep yourself tight? Here it is. I'm right in through here. I'm going to reach my right arm up like I'm shaking someone's hand. The first test is, can I get my bicep in line with my ears? If you can, if you're right about around here, well then we want to work on a little bit of lat opening. And then from there you're going to extend that left heel back. Notice how stable you are if you're kind of wobbling all over the place. If you're wobbling, that's fine. Take a couple beats. See if you can extend in both directions. My fingertips reach, my heels reach, and I find that motor stability. And then from there, I'll switch. I'll pause until I feel stable, if I feel stable at all, and then you'll switch. This is one of those ones where the test is the tool and the tool is the test. So the more you do it, the better off you will be at it, and the more you'll be able to kind of recruit those really weak glute medius muscles and begin to strengthen them. And then I'll show some back.
Going to see you. Drop one.